Really?
Hi, we're live.
Hello.
Oh, there it goes.
Keeping you up to date as you spend your money for video games, movies, RPGs, comics, books, and more for over 16 years. Find us online at Gamersledge.com. And now, your hosts.
Hello and welcome to Gamersledge Podcast. Come on in, sit down, relax, have yourself a great Propel. It helps get you through the day or something. And
We almost were drinking the same thing finally.
yeah,
But I opted to leave it in the fridge.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. That's nothing like water.
wouldn't you like to be a Pepper 2? Or Pepper 3? Welcome to Gamersledge. It's a conversation about video games, a look at what it means to be a hardcore gamer, and a look at the gaming industry. I am joined this week, starting at my far left, by Dave.
Hello. Hi.
There it goes. And then also joining us is Kate.
I don't think that was elaborate enough for Mark. You had to say more than hello.
Okay, I'll do more next time. Do I gotta dance? Am I your little monkey?
Dance, monkey, dance.
No, I am not anybody's monkey. Not anymore.
I will spank you. Okay, so moving on, we're back to this conversation again. All right, lots of things to talk about, like Matt being trapped in the Matrix. Sometimes we see a shadow of him come screaming. You know, Dave, you used to read a lot of comics, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you know who the comic book character Pariah is from DC?
No.
Okay.
I don't know
So,
that one.
one of the greatest comic book characters ever made. He shows up before a massive cataclysmic, like, universe-altering event for about 4 days, screaming, and then disappear from existence again.
Annoying.
Matt is Pariah. He's the gamer's
No,
Pariah.
I picture him as like, you know, in Superman, how Zod and them go in that flat dimension thing,
Right,
and he's
right.
like trapped in there, like screaming. That's his internet.
Yes.
The Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Yes, and eventually we see a Phantom Zone bleed of him pop in here. Turo is driving, and as much as I tried to convince him to prop his phone up on the dash and broadcast from the car, I don't think he's going to go for that. So, let's start by going around the room talking about what we played this week. Oh,
He's out of the Phantom Zone.
Pariah, say something. Tell us of the impending cataclysm.
Oh, dear Lord, you're not any better than you were when I left. I'm just going to nod a lot because all I hear is boom.
Oddly enough,
of course,
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, good analysis and insight. I never thought about it that way. Let's start all the way at the far left. Dave, what have you been playing this week?
Oh,
And now he's stuck on a smile. Oh, he's back. Darn it. Sorry. We are, of course, making fun of Matt's internet.
Yeah, nothing I'll admit to. It's been a pretty busy
That means
week.
Tap Titans.
Yes.
You won't admit to it.
Yeah, because it's just like it's something to do in between feedings, you know. it's basically
Tell us what prestige you're on.
it's in the 20s or something. I don't know. It's
And-
like mid to late 20s.
And how long does it take you to prestige now?
If I really want to go quick, just a couple minutes. If that. I'm trying to build up more relics, so that takes a little while because you need, to build up the points there. But even that only takes like a day anymore.
So
you get, like, a
if you
bunch of
don't
points.
know what we're talking about when we talk about Tap Titans, I put a quick bite up on the site for Tap Titans, where we kind of break down all the different components and all the different things you can do in it. So check that out. I'm curious, what's your number of taps? Lifetime number of taps now?
I don't know. Should I look that up?
Yeah, you totally should look that up.
I prefer not to concentrate on numbers because
It's that bad, is it?
Oh,
yeah, it's depressing. It's like when I went to the Lego store one time and the guy, the number of my VIP points like came up for the lifetime, and he looked at it and his eyes bugged out and he was just like, "Do you know what your lifetime points are?" And I'm like, "No," and I'd really like you to keep that to yourself if possible.
I thought there was a way to see that. I see chests and I see critical hits. I don't see level up, kill 1,000 bosses. I thought there was a damage one.
Yeah, it's 25 total prestiges. 479 was the highest level.
That's interesting.
Monster kills 84.87k. Total hits 1.99 million.
Oh, so where'd you find that one?
It's right under total gold, under cumulative.
Is that in the achievements or somewhere else?
Stats.
Stats. Where are stats?
If you go under settings, there's a statistics thing.
Ah, that's where it is. Haha, yes. So yeah, I'm only at total taps. Where is it? Total DPS, total gold, total prestiges. Highest level. I don't see total taps though.
It'd be total
Where did
hits.
you
I think that's total hits.
Oh, total hits. Oh, I'm at 280,000. What are you at?
So nowhere near.
1.99 million. Which I'm just gonna drink a little bit more now.
Hey, did you notice that you can share this to Facebook, Dave?
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
just click the blue button and tell me what happens.
Yeah, that's new. That is definitely not going to be a thing.
Oh boy. Have you been playing anything else?
I got a few minutes in of Batman the other day, but it really didn't go all that long. I'm trying to think. There was oh crap, there was one thing I want to. Oh wait, that'll be later. I'll talk about that. Yeah, not too much really. It's been a busy week. I got employed again, so that's been taking up some time.
Huzzah!
So I'll be starting work next week.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
And then you'll have like zero time for gaming between work and a baby.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm just like, now I'm really screwed.
So wait.
The only
so
time
you're
you'll have is
telling
when you play Tap Titans while taking a dump.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Wow. Dave?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you're not going to have time for games?
Hoping to have time for games. Things should be settled in, by
How
that
is
point.
this? How would this be any different than the rest of?
Yeah, because now it's like legitimate. Nah, when
Kate, what have you been up?
things will be settling in,
No.
so I should be good.
Good. Kate, what about you? What have you been playing this week?
A little bit of Record Keeper. I've actually been taking some time off of it. Just I felt a little burned out, so I didn't want to like keep pushing at it and like kind of drive myself away from the game. Gotten to 105 or so stamina. I haven't gotten Renoa's crystal yet. Like I just started doing her things. I actually was kind of proud of myself because I leveled my Bard, generic Bard, up to 40 on the Sunday, which that was like the character I was like, I don't want to level him. But since they made those new Bard abilities, like it's not quite as painful. And I had a couple more people hit 65, but yeah, I slowed down on that. I've been playing a lot of Dead or Alive Extreme 1. By a lot, I mean probably like 40, 50 hours this week. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot to say that, but it did take up a lot of gaming time. And I've also been dreaming of playing Until Dawn, but I don't have it, so sad face.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to talk about that. We did actually talk about that last week. I think. Were you not here?
No, I wasn't here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I really want to play it.
It's actually not. I am not a fan of the genre, and I am entertained. It was a little slow at the start, but overall I'd say it's probably about a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I like it so far.
And not a fan of the genre, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's entertaining, and the graphics are pretty good, and I like a lot of the actors that are in it, so that helps as well.
Yeah, I haven't really paid much attention to any media on it because I wanted to be like surprised by it, but financial circumstances have led to me not being able to really get it, and I still don't have PS Plus either, so I was like, I should probably buy that first before I put any money into games.
Most definitely. Matt, are you able to talk to us from beyond? Matt, can you hear us?
Yes. If I keep my camera off, for the most part, I can hear what's going on.
And then we will see a talking Groot instead. That's fine.
Yeah.
What have you been up to this week?
So this week it's been not too bad in the busyness department with the gaming stuff. Obviously, there was some FFRK and Tap Titans. I still haven't prestiged a third time, so I'm taking that really slow. Started playing Triple Triad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to play that.
Oh, you can. It's free on your phone.
Is it?
Yeah.
On Android?
Yep. Final Fantasy Portal is the app that you need to download. And it gives you Final Fantasy 1 and Triple Triad for free.
And what else does it give you?
That's it right now.
There's other stuff in there that you can buy. The Final Fantasy 1 is about what you would expect for a RPG being played on a mobile thing. Its controls are kind of ganky, but it works.
Well, I mean, Final Fantasy 1 didn't have much to it in terms of control anyway.
True, but I have a hard enough time. It's like almost impossible to hit a stairwell. It's like no.
I would have easier for me because I don't
have a stairwell.
I forget. Well, stairwell entrance to a castle. Stairwell. I'm having Dragon Quest flashbacks.
Matt, go home. You're drunk.
I might be. It's hard to say.
Maybe it's just your big sausage man hands.
He is from Wisconsin. Are they cheddar filled?
Cheese finger. Instead of a cheese head, he's a cheese finger.
That created the worst possible image in my head. Just
So wait. Dave, I know Dave is an old netizen, and I know Matt really is an old netizen. Salad fingers. That's all I got to say.
Jesus, dude. Wow.
Memeology 101. I'll be your professor. So what else did you play?
I think I'm just a little too young for that because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really old, original internet memes.
Before they were such a thing.
Yeah, before they were memes.
That was old Newgrounds action right there.
Oh, I used to love this game on Newgrounds.
It was hentai, wasn't it?
No. It was something about like Killer Truck or something like that. it just had this theme song running in the background. It was just explicative. This one line over and over again. It was just horrible, and you just like would run over people and just like it was just like a splatterfest. It was horrible. But
I know
it just made me laugh.
Newgrounds is still there.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's ever been the same since Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. That was really, to me, I think the last nail in the coffin, because that was kind of the bridge to YouTube, where it got really big on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And then I think people just started flocking to YouTube at that point.
Yeah. And what was one of my other favorite things I think originally was on Newgrounds? Gonads and Strife. Remember that one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That is probably my all-time favorite thing ever on the internet was Gonads and Strife.
And wee!
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, even a few years, I always forget how much younger I am than you guys.
Most of anyone that will ever watch this show, unless they Google what we're talking about, will never have any idea what we're talking about.
It just makes me like more hyper aware of how much, like, even a few years age difference can make in
there was a lot.
experiences.
Yeah, there was a lot that happened in those few years.
It was like
I still remember
half my life passed before the first thing that could be considered a meme existed.
I remember the first actual graphical website that I saw was in college. I looked over somebody's shoulder. They were using Mosaic at the time, which was the web browser of choice for the cool people, and they were
Was
looking.
that even before Netscape?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was way before Netscape.
Yeah, and they were looking. They were looking at basically what was alleged to be a snuff website of this like naked couple murdering somebody, and they put up pictures of it. And I just looked. I was like, oh, this is what the internet's for. Okay, yeah, that'll be a hit.
So did I ever tell you? I know Matt's heard this story, but Dave and Kate, did I ever tell you about setting up the website in my college? So this was the precursor to Gamersledge. Back then was Prodigy. This was before AOL and message boards. I was using like a 14.
I was one of the leaders of the Sega trolls on.
Oh, nice.
Prodigy.
Yes, right. Why am I not surprised that you were one of the Sega trolls on Prodigy?
Yeah, it was me and this guy named Crow. I wonder what he's doing. He was funny.
I think he got shot up to a spaceship and watches really bad movies. But that's my guess.
It probably is him too, because he was awesome.
So I assisted my college to be the first state college in the state of Kansas to have a website. I helped them build it. And since I was the webmaster, I decided I would put up a web page for a little game called Mortal Kombat 2 that was freshly new in arcades. And we used Prodigy to get moves, and I would actually print out move lists and go sell them at the arcade for $4 a piece.
Nice.
The arcade was totally cool with it too. And I put a screen selection. You know how they had the reveal screens that showed all the characters in all the rows? And so I had that up there, and that was all that was there, that one page. I put it up, it was up for a minute and a half, and there was so much traffic pouring to it that it crashed the entire web server.
Nice.
So my school's web server went down. And I was like, maybe I'll remove that from the file structure. No, I have no idea why we got all this traffic all of a sudden. So yeah.
Me and my friends, we were an underground hit. We took over the Mentos FAQ, and back when FAQs were like the big thing on the internet.
Yep.
We took over the Mentos FAQ, and we did writing and did the synopsises of all the commercials and stuff like that, synopses, and there was a lot of hits on there. We were actually covered in there was a magazine called Internet Underground, and it was like one of the what's the major press labels they had?
Ziff Davis.
Yeah, I think it was a Ziff Davis, and they did this magazine called Internet Underground. And they did like a 6-page article covering us and this FAQ when we were in college. So that was pretty funny. The same issue had the breakdown of prices of all the dial-up internets. And there was like 2 weird California IP ISPs that had like unlimited access. Everybody else was like per hour.
So my favorite story about dial-up internet is the first time I went to Britain. Here, AOL, you dialed an 800 number, and it was free. Well, I didn't realize when I got to Britain that dialing an 800 number costs money per minute. And so I went to go check out of my hotel, and I had a 425-pound phone bill. And at the time...
That must have been a lot of paper.
Yeah, at the time, the conversion rate was 1.75 dollars to the pound. So that was an $800 and some odd dollar freaking overnight use of the internet.
Nice.
Yay! So yeah, I learned a lesson there. But yeah, so we're really old. That's the short answer.
That's a long way of saying you're freaking old.
Did you play anything else, Matt?
Well, yes, actually, I did.
You old
I did.
grumpy man.
I messed around with something called Mirative while I was playing those mobile games. It's in a sort of a beta-ish state right now.
Oh, you played that?
What?
You played Mirative?
I didn't play it. I said I used Mirative while playing some of those mobile games, because Mirative is a.
Oh right. I'm sorry. Yes.
So it's a streaming service for your phone. People are mostly using it for games, but people have also been using it for tutorials and kind of that weird zone in the PlayStation Hangouts thing where people just sit around and talk weirdly for hours and hours. Yeah, there's some of that on there too. They started out with like 1 hour a day, and then they've been going most of the day for the last couple of days. The service works pretty well. So far, I'm impressed with it. It also prompted me to get back on Twitch since I never reset my password after the last great hack. So I finally reset my Twitch password and started streaming on the PS4 as well. So switching over to the PS4, on there, I have played this week. I got Disney Infinity 3.0. The big starter pack for the PS4, which came with both the Twilight of the Republic and the Dawn of the Rebellion. Is that the other pack? Basically, the prequel pack and the original trilogy pack. And came with an Anakin, an Ahsoka, Boba Fett, Luke, and Leia. Boba Fett? Where? It's right over there. As always, the figures are just amazing.
They look so good. Your pictures, and I know why you're posting the pictures all the time. Like Matt's been posting a lot of pictures in like a chat we have that runs like on a daily basis or something like that. So Matt's posting all the pictures to me. He goes, "Oh, check this out, check this out, check this out," and it's just like you're doing it on purpose because you're just like.
Of course he is. He's trolling you.
Yeah, especially since it's like, oh, Dave just got a job again. So.
Dave can afford pretty things now.
No, because Friday is going to be bad at the Lego store.
Yeah, that's true. Friday. I'm avoiding Friday. It's going to be a slow.
It's not this Friday, is it?
It's this Friday.
I thought it was like September 27th.
No, it's September 4th.
This Friday.
What?
Oh my God! Oh no!
Yeah,
all of the Star Wars merchandise. All of the Star Wars merchandise.
Oh, okay.
Merchandising.
No. Fine. You can have your Star Wars merchandise. I thought you were talking about Lego Dimensions.
Oh no, yeah, that's the end of the month.
Still got some time for that.
Okay, good.
No, the all of the Star Wars merchandising drops on Friday. Well, not all of it,
the
but
Kindle books or the books coming out too.
What books?
There's a new Star Wars book that's like bridging the gap between the movies and the new one.
Between like the original trilogy and the new one?
Yeah, the original trilogy and then this one. So.
Oh, whoa! I'm getting a Kindle for my birthday, so I might have to check it out.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah, all the Lego sets, all the toys, all the stuff that's going to be, and all the Funko Pops, which I know Ian, if you're watching, is already got his like spot in line for midnight to storm the local Target to get all the Funko Pops.
Every time I see Funko Pops, which are now
everywhere.
Yeah.
I think of you and I think of Ian, because I mean seriously, it's the two of you are. There's something. It's unhealthy.
I only have like 8 of them. I mean, seriously, it's not a big problem.
Yeah, but I have never seen you. I haven't even seen you obsess about Star Wars characters as hard as you obsess about Funko Pops, the ones you want.
The ones I want, yeah, this is true, I suppose. But anyway, Star Wars.
Isn't there a Jabba the Hutt Funko Pop?
Probably.
So
and it's
surprisingly, you should ask. There is one, and I was just at a where was I? Barnes and Noble. Yeah, Barnes and Noble. They had it there, and sitting on top of it, which I sent Matt a picture of, they had a Deadpool in a chimichanga truck.
Yeah, I saw that a while ago.
I'm like, now that's taking the marketing one extra step. Which I approve.
I've always wanted the Jabba Funko Pop because, like, to me, like, I'm very much like Jabba. It seems like if I had like a character that looked like me, it's Jabba the Hutt.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Ouch.
Stop that.
Yeah.
So
He's a pretty powerful guy, though. He's got
He is.
slaves and
he
ranks.
is. In Disney Infinity 3.0, he has Jar Jar Binks and Carbonite on his wall.
Oh, good. That makes it even better.
Yeah, which I do approve of that message.
Whenever my internet does survive well enough, I will upload that picture off of my PS4.
And that is the second time Jar Jar Binks has been featured in Carbonite in a video game.
Although I will say Jabba's got bigger boobs than I do.
What was the first one?
Oh, you guys missed it in Force Unleashed.
I actually liked that game. Where was he?
Let me try and remember. Let me see if I can look it up real quick.
I may have seen it, I just don't recall it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if they would have just had him pop up at the end of that Star Destroyer level as you were bringing the thing down, it would have made the hour I struggled to get that thing down worth it.
He's a Force guy. I was helping you.
Die!
It was, hold on. Where was he at?
He's so
he's
focused on
looking.
finding actual information that he's not even participating in the conversation.
I'm totally in the conversation.
So far,
Stop. Oh, God. That's a horrible website.
Pop-up video.
Never mind.
Not the cool pop-up videos, but yeah.
It's in there. Look it up. I'll find it.
Geez, I
later.
remember pop-up videos. I wish they still made those.
Pop-up video.
Yeah, that was actually a
A
good show.
pop-up video for Nicki Minaj's Anaconda.
Star Wars Infinity, as I've taken to calling it, it's actually really good. The levels are well constructed. The toy box has all the improvements from 2, which I never saw because I didn't play 2. And then as even tweaked it a bit more, there's this kind of cool house thing. I don't know if that was in 2 or not, but I could see where that could get addictive and building all of the rooms and making rooms for all your little sidekick dudes and stuff. But so that was Disney
Matt,
Infinity.
Let's talk real shop about this, though.
Okay.
Can you take a Marvel superhero and put it into a story mission from Star Wars?
As far as I have gotten, no. I have found coins to activate Star Wars characters from the other timeline, so prequel in original and original in prequel, but I have not found any coins to activate any other
So they're sticking
series.
with the coin section.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there are any coins for like Marvel in Star Wars or not. I haven't found any. I don't know if any exist. I do have about 4 hours worth of video up on Twitch if anyone's interested in checking it out. On Twitch TV, it's Neosapien, so you can go check that out if you want.
You and I need to talk after the show, and I will show you how to make it so you can upload that to the YouTube channel.
Cool. Will do. Also on the PS3 or PS4, excuse me, I restarted playing Axiom Verge. That game just is too awesome. It shouldn't exist. The amount of awesomeness contained within that game. If you're an original Metroid fan, the amount of homage and nods to that series in the original game, or the original 3 at least, is down to the Justin Bailey code, which I don't really think I'm giving anything away there, because you either know what I'm talking about or you don't.
Yeah, that's that game is so, that might actually end up being my favorite game of the year.
The only
played
thing
a
I'll
lot
say
of that.
about it is this: if you're a Metroid fan, just realize you're not going to get a Metroid game out of Nintendo. You might as well go play Axiom Verge.
Yeah, fair enough. And it's got way more story than any of the original Metroid games had. So, but it's got a lot of bad translation tropes and stuff in it too. So that's always fun. I'm nowhere near done. I'm only like 40% on the map and 30% on collectibles, so I got a long way to go on that. Also played. I really was just going to try it, and I ended up playing it all night. One of the PS4 Plus free games was called Zeo Drifter. It's Spelunky crossed with Metroid and Mega Man is the closest way I can think of to describe what this game is. Again, you're a space explorer whose ship breaks down in this system with 4 planets, and you have to go to the 4 planets and beat the same boss over and over and over and over and over again, who just gets tougher and tougher and tougher each time you fight him. So he's kind of the Ridley, if you will, of the game. And get the power-ups, ultimately getting the crystal to fix your ship with. I'm not sure if I'm on the final boss or if I'm just really, really, really close. It's the only thing left on the map that I can go to. So, again, there's a good chunk of my play out there on Twitch. I wasn't able to keep all of it because, well, you can see how my internet's been behaving for the last month and a half. So we got that. And I think that's pretty much it. The kids have been spammed all across the different devices. I've got one of my sons who's really into multiplayer and online multiplayer. Been on Steam a lot, and he's getting ready to go through withdrawal as soon as school starts here. So, other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's
all right.
Way longer than it should have for that short list.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm just teasing you. All right. Let's see. I actually played a ton of things this last week. Played more Goat Simulator. Again, if you've not picked up that game or played it, that is like, it's odd, but man, it is entertaining.
I want to check that out.
So
you were selling me on that last time.
Every time I hear Goat Simulator, I just think Goatsy Simulator. And I kind of wish it was Goatsy Simulator.
Two separate things. You did get Dave. You got it to come out his nose.
Oh God, that burns so bad.
Yeah. Whiskey out the nose, that's not good.
Oh my God. I hate you right now, but at the same time I don't.
I will. I don't think it's a spoiler, but I will say that I found how to summon Satan in that game.
Nice.
I'm not joking.
Is he a goat?
Actually, he takes the form of a goat. Yes, so it's pretty.
I was with my short gameplay with it. I was somehow both demon goat and angel goat at the same time. It was interesting.
Yes, very interesting. I of course played some more Rocket League. That game is so good.
Did I tell you I turned that game on?
Yeah, and then you complained that it didn't have couch co-player and turned it back off.
We had my girlfriend's nephew over, and so we went down to play some video games. Actually, I did play another video game. I'm sorry. I played competitive Peggle.
Oh, there you go.
Which was amazing.
Yes.
Because I'm awesome at it. And
and you left the little kid in the dust.
I totally discouraged him because my points were like hundreds of thousands to like 20,000, and he would then select the person I used last to use their power and everything, and I would just pick somebody else and do the same thing. What's that?
How old is this kid?
He's like 11, 12.
Oh, so you're crushing him and.
Yeah, the thing is, he's old
ruining his masculinity.
He's old enough to have skills in this stuff, but unfortunately, kids don't play games these days, so it's easy to dominate, which is kind of awesome.
You should tell him about Tap Titans.
Yeah, no, I'm ashamed of that. I don't tell anybody about that.
I only tell people who I think can't handle it.
That's just for everybody in this room and the nobody that watches us.
That's awesome.
Our one fan has just left us.
I did play another game that we have never discussed on this podcast. And in fact, it's a game that while I was playing, I actually thought of Kate often. Because it's a game I think you would very much like, Kate. It's called Deception 4: The Nightmare Princess.
Oh, I've heard of it because Dead or Alive had a costume crossover with it.
Uh-huh. So it's a very odd game, but it's actually very... For me, it was a lot of fun. It's kind of Japanese, but the idea is that there are 3 demons from hell and Satan's daughter, and you play Satan's daughter, and the 3 demons from hell help you, but you have this castle out in the middle of the woods, and there are people coming to the castle to try and kill you because they think you're a witch. And as soon as they step foot into the castle, you can lay down traps to humiliate, dominate, exterminate, and like crush or something like that. There's 4 different categories. So the tutorial level, as an example, will give you only 3 slots. You can only do 3 different things, and it will spell out what it wants you to do. It wants you, like, there's an archer who's standing behind a pillar trying to shoot you. So the first thing it'll want you to do is put a catapult underneath her, like a panel that will slingshot her. And she goes flying through the air, and she lands on a bear trap. And then as she manages to extricate herself from the bear trap, a guillotine comes and knocks her until she's dead. So that's kind of the game. It's setting up these elaborate traps and then executing them with timing and then watching people die.
My birthday's coming up. Just saying.
So, and the thing that also reminded me about this, about you, Kate, is that then I looked at the downloadable content. It's Dead or Alive priced, too. The game is like $49.99, and then it's got like 8 pieces of content that are all like $4 a piece. It's like, holy crap, and that's for one device. I was like, PlayStation Flash sale maybe, but not quite full price for me. But I will say that the demo is worth downloading if you want to take a look at it. I think it's kind of fun.
Okay, yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's very good. So I played that, and then I also went ahead and I booted up another game that I have never played, and that is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Because I said, hey, you know what? There's a little game coming out this week that seems to be getting good reviews everywhere that I will want to check out. Maybe I should check out this prequel. And I did for like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, last time I checked out a Metal Gear game that everybody was like raving about. I turned it on. It took 2 hours to get through all the cutscenes and stuff. And then I started playing the game for 2 minutes, and then the game was over.
Were you here last week? You weren't, were you, Dave?
I was not, actually.
Okay, so we talked about this at length, actually.
Damn it.
There is almost zero story in Metal Gear Solid 5 and Phantom Pain.
Wait, what?
Then
it's not a Metal Gear game.
It is a Metal Gear game, and most of the time you are finding things to fly away in balloons.
What?
Dude,
So,
wait, hold on.
so
Can we back up a second?
Yes. Yes.
How much? I mean, I know I started drinking a little before the podcast.
You heard me right. So here's the thing.
Does Snake have like a curly mustache and a top hat?
He does not. He does not. But this is the interesting thing. The game is there's a lot of different mechanics. There's a lot of different mechanics, but one of the things you can do is you can actually airlift people out. Now, if you airlift people out, there is a percentage chance based on the weather and their health that they could die in transit on the balloon going to the base. But every person in this game, every person, animal, thing in this game is a Pokemon that you can airlift out in a balloon to install at your base and train to make your base better. No shit. Oh, no, sorry. Language. I'm sorry. I'm going to let this one go. No shit. Look on the internet. There are pictures of people airlifting bears back to their base because once your base reaches a certain level, it can be invaded by other players.
Oh, God.
And so you can install defenses like bears in hallways to maul people as they are invading your area. And so everything is like you want to try and find and upgrade. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, everyone apparently, you start with 12 balloons and everybody researches to get 24 real quick, and you simply just you knock people out, you airlift them away in a balloon. It's hilarious. So, but the game, I have not yet. I have Phantom Pain. I just got it. I have not even taken the wrapper off it yet. Had a chance to put it in. I'm probably not going to have a chance to play that here anytime soon. So, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. Other things I played. I started playing Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions.
So good.
See, that's a good game.
I'm playing that on my Vita.
I was thinking of restarting that. And then I realized it takes like 100 hours.
Yeah. So the weird part is I think I might be doing something wrong because it puts me into the first battle with just me and one other guy, and there's like 12 of the other guys, and it's like, clear the battlefield. And I'm like, 2 hits and I'm dead.
That's the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay. But then it tells me game over when I die.
It's called Tactics.
No.
You use Tactics. You don't. It's not called.
It's a computer-controlled partner. He runs into the fray. I go to try and save him, and then they gang up on us and kill us.
It's called Tactics.
Yeah. Okay.
Employ some.
He said drunkenly.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody's gotten a free PlayStation, so we're not drunk yet.
That he never uses.
I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah, you know something?
I'll take a free Xbox.
I wish I had that 400 hours back. I thought I was doing a really good deed that day.
I thought you were too.
Apparently not.
So I played Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and also Tap Titans, and I have not played Tetramaster but a couple times because I've got most of the good cards now, and I have to play online. I do that every time.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Its name is Triple Triad. Don't you dare sully it by calling it Tetramaster.
Yeah, I know.
Tetramaster is the crappy one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I played. So then that brings us, of course, once I pull up my soundboard, because I'm prepared. I'm prepared. Wait, I gotta get the soundboard up.
There.
All right, good news. What do you got, Kate?
Well, Ed Boon of Mortal Kombat fame.
I know that guy.
Notorious troll, and he posted on his Twitter a picture of, who's next with 4 silhouettes and said tomorrow. So we might be seeing Combat Pack 2 tomorrow. And it's probably going to be, everyone's thinking story mode, because they're in story mode of Mortal Kombat. And this isn't really a spoiler because the game's been out for a while. There are some characters who you can fight multiple times that do not appear as characters that you can play as. They were just using their Mortal Kombat 9 engines like Rain, Sindel, Baraka, and they might show up as story pack characters. Everyone's thinking it probably will be Sindel, Baraka, Rain, and probably Smoke. Or maybe a guest character like Alien would be kind of cool because they have Predator, or Spawn's always there because Todd McFarlane made that deal with Warner Brother Games. So Spawn could show up. I'd rather all 4 of them be like story characters, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow if Ed Boon is not just trolling and if he's correct. So look forward to that if you're still playing Mortal Kombat, and if not, if you're one of those people who's like, oh, I'm not playing it because Smoke's not in it, well, then you won't have an excuse anymore.
Hey,
Smoke
Matt.
is a punk.
Yo.
You like Rock Band, right?
I like a rock band.
So what if I told you could get Rock Band 4 bundle for free?
What?
Harmonix.
That was so funny coming out of Groot and Rocket Raccoon.
Exactly. Harmonix actually has decided to offer people a chance to win a copy of the game and the instruments before it's available in stores. They're calling it the Rock Band Road Crew, and anyone can apply for this. So anyone accepted into this road crew will get a free band in a box, the guitar, bass, drums, microphone with the game. In order to do it, you have to be over 18. You have to complete an application, which is on their website, and you have to submit a video between 1 and 3.5 minutes in length. And all the details are on the official site. If you're accepted, you'll also be able to earn other prizes, including DLC and other Rock Band items. So check that out on the Harmonix website.
Yeah, I actually almost did that, and then I saw you had to make a video, and I was like, oh, that's too much effort.
I'm actually really tempted to do it, but that when is going to be the question.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got some more news.
Go for it, Kate.
Well, as you know, Tokyo Game Show is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yes, it is.
And I've been paying attention to Koei Tecmo because of Dead or Alive Extreme 3. They'll announce the final roster of the game there, but they're bringing like 30 games, apparently, to the show. So we might see Dead or Alive 6, and I don't know, as soon as I heard like that many games, my mind immediately went to maybe they finally bought Virtua Fighter, because Sega doesn't give a crap about that series, and I don't think they're ever going to put out another Virtua Fighter game. And as you know, the Virtua Fighter 4 of the Virtua Fighter characters made guest appearances in Dead or Alive 5. So it'd be kind of cool if they bought out the series, because Sega obviously doesn't give a crap. That's just where my mind went, so we'll see if something like that happens, but that's a lot of games for them to be bringing. There actually, apparently, is maybe even going to be a playable demo of Dead or Alive Extreme 3, which shows like, wow, that's fast. But I'll still buy the most expensive deluxe edition. Totally, I mean, I made a Hong Kong and a Japan account just to vote for Helena to be in the game, so I'm past the point of no return in terms of obsessive insanity when it comes to Dead or Alive Extreme. And I mean, there's a lot of backlash in the American community, A, because the game's not coming here, and B, because they're like, oh, it's all like Asian-based characters that got the vote. But when you look at the American side of where the votes don't count, but you could still buy the themes, the votes are the same, just maybe like one or two characters are different, like Tina's in the game and Lei Fang isn't, kind of thing. And so it's just like, I don't know why people are arguing, and everyone's also pissed that, of course, Marie Rose, the token lolly character, is so popular, but she's popular in all of the regions. So it's like the vocal minority, the same people who wanted to ban all the sexy costumes, are like, oh my god, like the lolly's #1, it's like ruining the game forever. But I don't know, I don't give a shit. Sorry. I don't give a shoot about what they say.
Shoot.
I'm still gonna get... and that will probably be the game that makes me start going on Twitch and like actually like streaming Twitch stuff.
Oh,
just
I
so
think
you
that
know.
would be a good idea, simply because a lot of
I'm
people
going to be
won't have
importing it,
access.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people won't have access here.
So I'll be importing it, and I'll post it to Gamersledge maybe if I can. I don't even know how to use Twitch yet, so I'll have to figure out how to do that.
I'll help you with it. It's not a big deal.
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I even took some time off work, like a couple days, for Tokyo Game Show, because I also figured that there might be something slightly about with Final Fantasy VII Remake, maybe not, but they might have like a slightly longer video with maybe a character's face in it this time. I don't know. But also, speaking of Final Fantasy 16 is slated for 2016. It finally has a sort of release date, so you can't really make that joke anymore. It's like, oh, Final Fantasy 15, it's never coming out. It's coming out in 2016.
Oh,
just don't know when.
You said Final Fantasy 16 in 2016.
15.
Yeah,
15.
I was like,
Final
wait a
Fantasy
minute,
15.
did I miss something?
No, Final Fantasy 15 is getting a 2016 release date, so it is coming. No idea when 2016. We might find out more at Tokyo Game Show. They might release it. But no, actually, we won't. They're going to release the date at an event in March.
Yeah.
I don't know why March or what is going on in March, but they're going to reveal the exact date in March. So we might not see it until September, October-ish in Japan. I don't know how much longer after in the North America and Europe.
So I have to direct this at Matt because Matt was the only one here last week.
Woo!
Matt, do you remember the amazing Transformers Devastation trailer that got launched last week?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Dave, did you watch that?
No.
Kate, did you watch it?
No.
Amazing.
Butter. It is knife and hot butter.
I remember the first trailer they released looked awesome, and I was just like,
No, you remember how you were like, man, I could really use a beat 'em up right now?
no.
Oh yes, it is Devil May Cry with Transformer skins.
Devil May Transformer.
Devil May Transformer.
Optimus may cry. Optimus may cry.
This game will forever now be Transformers Devastation, Optimus May Cry. I agree with this wholeheartedly. It turns out that this week they announced the pre-order bonuses. There will be a 3-skin character pack and 3 weapons pre-order bonus. The retail and digital pre-orders will get skins for Nemesis Prime, Red Alert, and Goldfire.
Can you play as Autobots and Decepticons?
Only
so far, Autobots
so
only.
far.
No, I want to play as Starscream. Oh, jinx!
Did we see Starscream in the original trailer?
I believe we did see him.
Yeah,
but
you saw him for a hot second.
Okay.
So
So the 3 weapons.
I have to set up
weapons.
my shrine to Starscream again.
Yeah. The 3 weapons are a Dark Star Saber, a Photon Disruptor, and a Golden Hunter, which is twin blaster pistols, which causes enemies to drop credits when attacked.
Oh, that's fun.
They
when
showed.
does this game come out?
Oh God, it's like
soon. Yeah,
It's
I think
like
it's
really
October or
soon.
something.
My birthday's coming up.
October 9th is when it's coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, and PC.
In the most ridiculously congested fall in local memory.
Yeah, and they have behind the scenes video with Peter Cullen, who is of course the voice of Optimus Prime as well.
Is it
But
like
yeah.
classic? Like since I haven't seen it, is it classic looking Optimus Prime?
G1.
Yeah.
Gen 1.
It's totally
In fact,
G1. Everything
yeah.
is G1.
The only Gen 1 toy we kind of we went deep
We
last
went a
week
little over
about
top
this.
on this one.
Yeah. The only Gen 1 figure we haven't seen from the set so far is Omega Supreme.
Oh, right. So it's original Megatron.
It's original Megatron.
Ah.
It has the Insecticons.
Is Hound in it?
So haven't
We were
seen Hound.
debating this.
We haven't seen Hound, and we haven't seen Ironhide.
Yeah. I'm more surprised by Ironhide than Hound, but
Yeah.
But
Hound, I
see,
have a
I'm
soft
still
spot in Hound because Hound was the first Transformer I ever bought.
see, and it was Ironhide
With my own little money. It was Hound.
I think mine was Inferno. I don't remember. All I remember is that some kid threw it on his roof and lived in a townhouse. It was a big flat roof, and it was gone forever.
See, and
I hated that kid.
haven't.
Yeah,
I have
I hate
actually.
that kid.
Yeah, I hate that kid too. You talk about that kid for a second while I get something.
Although, if they ever did other generations, I'd kind of be partial to Beast Wars version Inferno, because I always liked that he was an ant and referred to Megatron as my queen.
Nice.
yes, that was always fun. I didn't hate the Beast Wars. A lot of people.
I didn't. I liked it.
I don't hate it at all. Yeah, there's a couple of G1 characters that we haven't seen. I'm still surprised that they picked Wheeljack over Jazz as a playable character.
No, probably because Scatman's not around anymore, is he?
Scatman John?
Scatman, was it Crothers?
Yeah, I don't think he's around anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Whoever they got to do the voice in War for Cybertron did a really good job.
Yeah, he did. So this is my favorite tracks.
Oh,
This is Gen 1. So I totally and notice it still has the heat sensitive decal that shows whether it's an Autobot or Transformer or Autobot or Decepticon.
Never had that one. That was the one I always wanted.
So the only one that I had that in my opinion was rarer than this one were the mailaways, which was Camshaft Overdrive, and there was a third one that I can never remember the name of. But in my previous dealings when I had the store, I must have bought and sold the entire set 3 times, like all of them, Gen 1, 2, 3, etc., like 3 times over. But this is actually the 20th anniversary re-release that they did with the manufacturers of Corvette, and it's also tracks. So I have the Gen 1 tracks, and then I have like the 6th Gen tracks. So.
That's actually funny. I have the black version of that.
And you mentioned Hound. The funny part is I have the 20th re-release Hound in the box over here as well.
God, I love those old Transformers because they were made of metal.
Yeah,
so they had like that awesome weight to them.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I miss the metal so much.
I have a couple of I have 2 of the Masterpiece editions, the Japanese Masterpiece editions I did.
Yeah, I only have one. I hate you.
I have the Optimus and I have the Starscream. Obviously,
I hate that you have that Optimus. I hate it. I'm just telling you.
Well, you should. It's incredible. I'm not gonna lie. That is one of the awesomest pieces I own.
See, and I keep the Skywarp really close.
Who gives a shit about Skywarp? He's
Dude,
a Starscream.
Shut up.
He was just like the people that couldn't afford Starscream got Skywarp. That's
Although let's
happened.
be honest, the G1 toy for Starscream was ass.
Yes, but the Masterpiece Starscream.
No, the Masterpiece is pretty
amazing.
awesome.
Is it the one with the wings?
Yeah, it's the one with the wing. I
hate you.
And I bought the little add-on set that has the crown and the cape and the shoulder pad.
The coronation.
Yeah. It's awesome.
This is bad comedy.
So I'm not joking.
Did
like
you see the
that.
shirt on
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That was I almost did, but I was just like, no.
So after the show, when we finish this train wreck of a podcast, we will all sit down together and we will watch that thing. And I swear to God, both of you will be in tears by the end of it.
Probably. This sounds like something I have to happen. This sounds like something I have to get. This sounds like something I have to make happen. Sure. There's sentences in there that I'm trying to say.
Yes. So there's that. Matt, what else do you have?
I have news from the PlayStation front.
What?
PlayStation's the PS4 System Software 3.0 has had a lot of leaks and news come about it and rumors and such, but it's now official. And if you signed up for the beta program, you might be running it right now. I don't think I did because I think I was terrified it would.
I did, but I still haven't seen any mail from them. Of course, I haven't seen any mail. Hooray for malfunctioning mail.
It's your devotion and all the sacrifices to the Apple people that makes Google hate you. So.
Oh no! The new Bat Metal was released, and I want to click it now, but it'll come.
No, it's nowhere near as good as the first one.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I watched it at work today, and I kind of went meh.
Oh no, that sucks.
The very end though is worth it. The very 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 end is freaking awesome. The song itself is okay. Anyway, so features that are included in the beta. Obviously, there is the caveat that not all of the beta features or some extra features that aren't in the beta may sneak into the final version. Online storage can increase from 1 to 10 gigabytes. Thank God. I get constant streams of there's not enough room to upload this. There's not enough room to upload this.
Oh god, that happens to me all the time. I deleted a bunch of stuff.
Yep. So we will now have 10 gigabytes for your PS4 online storage. Yay! YouTube Live, the ability to stream directly to live to YouTube with be compatible with the new YouTube gaming service. Events, you will be able to host events and have a hub for them. Oh no, wait a minute, that's not this one. This one is the games and publishers events like Double XP weekends and special, if there's a special enemy online or a special strike or something going on. That's where a events hub is where that information will become. Groups is what I was thinking of. Favorite groups. So you'll be able to set up groups of friends. Whether it's just friends that you like to play with online in general, or friends you have your Destiny friends and you have your Rocket League friends and you have your whatever else friends.
Pledge friends, and you can have message boards and you can do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and so that's the next part is communities, where we can have a Gamersledge community on PlayStation 4 now. So we have message boards and screenshot sharing and join parties, schedule raids, blah, 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 all that good stuff.
Gamersledge minus Turo.
Oh,
Aww.
I miss him already.
You can now direct share videos to Twitter. They can only be 10 seconds long, but you can do it. Stickers.
Perfect size for vining.
Yes, oddly enough. Stickers. If you're tired of trying to type, even though the PlayStation 4's got that cool wiggle your hands around, it would be a lot cooler if you could see me as I'm wiggling my hands around. But
hey,
listen,
are you people too frickin' lazy to type? Then here's some stickers.
Hey, dude who found that stupid avatar thing that we posted nothing but pictures of for like a week straight. You just shut up now, you.
He's got a point.
No, that's emoting. That's not replacing typing.
It's replacing.
It totally
typing.
replaced typing. I told stories with those pictures, dude. Stories.
Yeah, but it doesn't replace typing.
It did. It totally replaced typing. So
It
what's
replaced typing.
what's new and now playing is being completely revamped and give you more and more relevant and better information. Live from PlayStation is being improved. It can't get much worse. Well, that's what I keep on thinking about the store, and they keep proving me wrong.
Oh.
And request to watch gameplay. So you see your friends playing that game that you really want to check out, you can send them a request to share so that you can watch them.
Please love me.
Please put my needs ahead of your own.
Please spend time with me. I'm so alone. So
how is that different from SharePlay?
It's the same thing. It's just now if I see Marcus playing Metal Gear Solid and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm never going to play Metal Gear Solid because after 2 I have no time for the series. So I'm going to watch him play, and I can say, hey, dude, I want to watch. So basically it means I don't have to pick up my phone. Yeah, so it basically means I don't have to pick my phone and text him and say, hey, dude, can you share play with me? I can just do it natively through the system.
So share stalking.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so alone. So very alone.
So those are the features that are formally a part of the 3.0 beta. Again, with the standard disclaimer of features may appear or disappear at any time based on factors outside of anyone's knowledge or control.
All right, so I really don't want to talk about this, but
because it's Star Wars.
No, none of the above. I don't want to talk about it because I think it's really stupid, but
this has to be for me then.
Yeah. So Jimmy Kimmel did a sketch basically making fun of video games and video gamers and YouTube Let's Play, because YouTube launched their Twitch competitor last week that we discussed on last week's show, YouTube Gaming, and basically he made some very uneducated jokes about, why would you watch someone play a video game? And of course, there were 1,000 realistic responses, but it's also the internet, and so of course there were death threats and hate trolling and all these things, and so he
death threats against Jimmy Kimmel or against video gamers?
Against Jimmy Kimmel. And so he went on and actually trolled everyone by making more uneducated jokes and comments and saying that he thought it was hilarious that people were sending him death threats. So he's making it actually worse.
I kind of like him.
I don't like him. In fact, I've never liked him. I think he is the least intelligent of the talk show hosts that are on the air currently.
This was Kimmel?
Yeah. And he's very out of touch.
He is.
Because in one of the comments that he was reading out loud, SMH was at the end of it, and he's like, what is SMH? And I'm like, really? Shaking my head? Yeah. How can you make jokes if you don't know what it's even about? So I don't know if he's just trolling for troll's sake or... Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed very uneducated, and I don't get... I mean, I guess he gets... potential exposure. But
yeah, if you were smarter on the topic, you could pull it off, because to this day, would I rather be playing and streaming or watching somebody stream? I'd much rather be playing and streaming than watching somebody stream. Now, I did watch my friend Rick stream for a while because he's streaming Until Dawn, and he wants people to get on and help him make choices, right? So there's choices throughout the game. Mark, you know this.
Yeah, it's like a choose your own adventure, right?
Yeah.
It is.
And that determines these butterfly moments and stuff. And he wants people to join and watch and give him suggestions on kind of almost like voting for which choice do you want to take. To support him with that, I did sign in for a while and messed with that. But at the end of the day, if I'm watching something, I'd rather be watching, one of the gajillions of TV shows or movies that I haven't watched.
There are a lot of
there are a lot of people that do want to do that.
I watch a lot of fighting game community stuff because that's stuff I can never do myself. I'm not good enough at fighting games.
Or worse yet, somebody can't afford a game, but they don't want to be left behind because it's a series they love, and so they'll watch the gameplay.
Conversely, how you were saying it was stupid and he was making really uneducated comments, there was actually a story on my local news this week about how huge online gaming has become, like, as a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it was just, like, it didn't do it in a derisive way or anything like that. It was very, educational, and my mom was kind of like, that really happens? And I said, oh yeah, like some of these people are, really, really rich. These like video game famous people. And it's a legitimate thing. And I like that they kind of did it on the news as a legitimate story instead of, as just a, hey, here's a bunch of geeks. It's a weird, funny story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in all fairness, it is kind of a bunch of geeks.
And this has been brought to you by Drunk Dave.
No, but the thing that's hilarious about like online gaming is the shelf life of like a competitive online gamer is like 6 minutes. It is like worse than the NFL, how quickly they burn out. So like whenever they sit there and go like, oh, you can make $50,000, doing this thing, do it, because by next year you're replaced by some younger kid who's just capable of, clicking that mouse faster than you.
That's what happens, like the older generation.
Yeah, the burnout is amazingly quick on that stuff. Like
that just happened at Summer Jam, which is a fighting game thing. Perfect Legend, who has been famous in the fighting game community forever, got absolutely demolished.
And what is he,
in
27?
Yeah, and by Sonic Fox, who was very famous in the Mortal Kombat community as well. He won the ESL thing where he won $50,000. He beat him like 13-0, and Sonic Fox is like 17.
Like I always feel bad because like people sit there and talk about like, oh, this can't be like serious. It is serious, and let them make them like if they can make money on this, let them do it because they only have like 2-3 years tops to sit there and do it.
Yeah, there's no way that like we could just go in. It's like, I think I'm going to learn how to do that so I can make money too. At our age, forget it.
Exactly. The best you can do as a coach, you can after like you're not fast enough anymore, which is just a physical thing that's going to happen.
You become a coach.
At the age of 16, apparently, you become a coach in that. But the only way to become a coach is you have to have been a competitive gamer, at that point, and a successful one at that. So it's like, it's really tough to break into that. So I don't think people quite understand the actual skill level that you
how old
need
is
to have.
Because even like Justin Wong, who is like, he makes more money off his Twitch than he does from going to any fighting things now.
Right. But he parlayed that into.
Yeah, he doesn't place well anymore either because he is getting older.
Well, I think that's what the distinction, is the difference between the skill level it takes to be a successful Twitch streamer and the skill level it takes to be a professional game player is vastly different. But you can still make a ton of money if you get.
No, Justin Wong used to be everyone was scared of him.
Justin Wong is the perfect arc because he started in really strong in Street Fighter, and then as the competition mounted and his reflexes got worse, then he moved to tertiary games like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct, and he swept up there. Like I think he's the only player to have like the Grand Prix of all three of those as the number one winner and Street Fighter, and now. He went out this year, and he's already passed. I mean, he's already done. He didn't even place in any of those tournaments, and so I mean, he's parlayed it into Twitch because that's the arc for these folks. So I think it's interesting to watch that, especially when people do it well. But even so, I hate when people in this case Kimmel, make uneducated generalizations that demean and degrade a class of people for comedy's sake.
Isn't
I like
that
comedy.
like 89% of comedy, though?
Yeah, but in this case, I don't know.
There's a show, The Big Bang Theory is popular among geeks, and it does the same exact thing, and like a lot of geeks actually like that show. So it's like,
I think the big faux pas for Kimmel here is that he did come out from such an uneducated stance. Like, I would expect that if Fallon did this, it would have been hilarious because he understands the community.
Right.
He understands who he was talking to.
But
Kimmel
Fallon
comes
has a
up like
different
a
audience.
buffoon. Right.
Right. They're playing to their audiences. I can't actually fault him in this because he's not actually playing to the gamer audience. He doesn't care about the gamer audience. He has a different audience. Fallon, on the other hand, has a gamer's audience because he uses his position of power to sit there and get first crack at playing all these games all the time. Like, if you see it all the time, he's like the first person playing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Conan's smart about it too, because he does the exact
He
same
just
thing.
takes it from the point of clueless gamer. He just
Right.
he picks on himself. He's self-deprecating about it.
Exactly, which is
That's pretty much his
I
shtick,
think
but-
I don't know which one. I think my favorite is still his Clueless Gamer Grand Theft Auto 5,
Yeah.
where he just kept wanting to blow up the strip club.
Yeah.
So, Matt, what else do you have for us in news? Let's take 3 more stories and then call it.
Okay. Well, this one I think requires mentioning. If you haven't seen it yet, Star Wars Battlefront has announced that there will be a beta, and it will be coming in early October to the PS4. There has not yet been announced a sign-up or how you will qualify. We don't know if everyone will get in, if people will be selected, if there will be a sign-up. We don't know, but there should be more information coming throughout the month on what this will be. It's been announced that it is the Hoth level.
Like the one they showed at E3?
Yep. So that will be the Hoth. What's it called? Hoth attacks. Hoth. I can't find it in here. Walker Assault is what it's called.
It doesn't matter. I want in.
And you do, and the beta will have access, whatever the criteria are, to Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker for the Walker Assault level.
Do you need PS Plus for betas?
I believe...
Lots of times you do. Yeah.
Damn!
It's an online game. It's an online game.
Unless they waive it, they can.
But they I don't think they're gonna.
I hear your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, I hear my birthday's coming up.
There's the beta will also feature the second. Remember in the second trailer or the second video of what where they had the co-op mission on Tatooine, where they got dropped onto Tatooine and they had to basically fight waves and waves to get to this goal point. That will also be in there, and there will be a brand new mode in the beta called Drop Zone. I don't really know what that is yet. So. Keep looking forward to that. The game does launch on November 17th with pre-orders everywhere.
Can I talk about what I'm so excited about with the new movies?
What are you so excited about?
New Snowtroopers. On Friday, I am so buying that Lego set with the new Snowtroopers because it comes with like 4 new Snowtroopers.
No. You have to save for your Aqua Blue Vita.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much for that. Because I want that so bad. But
And it's not, and Dave, just for you, it's not just Aqua Blue. It's Aqua Blue and Black. Black and Blue.
Is the Aqua Blue clear?
Blue on black?
If it was clear, there would not be any kind of debate at all.
The buttons are clear.
It don't mean much. Joker on Jack.
See, this is why I still love Nintendo, because they released a 2DS that was clear blue.
It's a dead man's touch.
Which I convinced my mom to buy me for Christmas.
Nice. But yes, not really going to count that as a story, but there is going
Maybe
to
I'll
be.
get an Aqua Blue Vita, because Dead or Alive Extreme 3 is also coming out on the Vita, and I know I'm going to have to buy a Vita just to play it on the Vita, because, as we discussed before, beyond the point of obsession. So maybe the Aqua Blue will be the one I get.
Can we talk about how awesome the Vita is and how upset I am that it's a complete and utter failure?
No, at the moment.
Actually, yeah, the quick thing I'll say about that is it seems like they have a strong TGS lineup, And I have been watching the Vita. There is new software coming out for it constantly.
What?
There is.
They're
It's
mostly
not
JRPGs.
advertised, but
They're not advertised, and it's mostly JRPGs.
Yeah.
But I'm a happy camper with it.
it's got a lot of good content actually, which saddens me because it ends up being the last device I end up getting to gaming wise.
Yeah.
That
I actually play my
Velvo-
Vita daily, but it's like stuff like Luminous still.
it's the
I
base
just-
launch files.
Because that game is so awesome.
So
Is the
Optimus
Vita,
Velvo-
okay, as a dumb person,
Don't sell yourself short.
is the Vita backwards compatible with the PSP?
No.
Depends.
Well,
So the answer is there's
The
a pretty
answer is
big
no.
library of PSP games that will work with it. However, you cannot use UMDs. If you buy the PSP games off of the store, it will work on the Vita.
So all my UMDs would be completely useless.
All your UMDs
Yes.
are completely useless. Yes.
Oh, that's lame.
They had announced that there would be a transfer where you could send Sony your UMDs.
they lied about.
Yeah, they totally lied, and that was part of the lawsuit in which I got $25 from them.
Wait, what?
So, yes, there was a class action lawsuit for false advertising
When that happened?
a while back, and if you were a Vita owner, you could register for it. And I just got my $25 payout this last week.
Son of a bitch! Why didn't you tell me?
We
You were
did
drunk.
on the show.
You were
Did you?
drunk.
Yes.
I need to sober up more. I would have loved to have had a free $25 from Sony.
Yep. So I have a $25 credit in my PlayStation account right now.
Yeah, I wish I did. I missed the window.
Damn it!
So, since we did mention it, the Aqua Blue PS Vita is a GameStop exclusive, and it'll be $200. No date yet.
So I do want to spend a second since you brought it up. I went into my GameStop tonight. They have remodeled it. It now has wood floors, and it looks like a tech boutique. And there is Think Geek stuff everywhere.
Oh,
As
can
I
I talk
knew
about
there
that
would be.
thinking thing for a minute?
Yes.
Okay. So I was sitting
Train
on...
wreck continue.
No. This is so relevant to everybody's
man.
interests.
I love you so much, guys, right now.
Shut up, you. So, I have been a loyal GameStop member for a long time. I buy all my games through GameStop.
Sucker.
Because I just happen to get lucky and have good staff every time I go to a GameStop. It's just a blessed life I lead. I'm sorry. So I build up all these points for GameStop over the year. Is everybody familiar with the program?
I have tens of thousands of points, yes.
Okay, well I had like 100,000 points.
Mhm.
So I was like, what am I going to do with this? And I kept looking at the prizes and everything. The prizes always sucked. I think I got like some Batman posters one time, which took like 5,000 points. So I've been sitting on like a lot of points. So I had like nearly 100,000 points. So now, because they have the ThinkGeek integration, I now own Mal's pistol from Firefly
Oh, you
for
suck.
free.
You suck.
Let's see it.
I know.
Picture it doesn't happen.
Oh god, I gotta get up.
Yep.
Well, while he's getting up, we'll hit a couple more quick.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the Bowser Jr. amiibo, you'll have to go to
Oh,
Toys
what's
R
that?
Us on September 11th.
I
Bowser Jr. amiibo.
really don't want that, but I do like amiibos.
It's Toys
Get
R
your
Us
pistol.
exclusive. Toys R Us exclusive. So,
Go get your pistol.
Jenny, go get your gun. Most people probably saw the announcement for the Xbox One Elite bundle, which comes with that super schwanky gamepad thing with so many triggers. None of my fingers would know what the heck I was supposed to be hitting. And also with it's often mislabeled as an SSD hard drive. It's an SSD hybrid drive, which means a small partition of it is a solid state drive, while most of it is a regular platter drive. Probably minimal speed improvement for that, but it is $500. Comes with a nice finish on it, and it comes with the gamepad and the 1 terabyte drive. So if you've been waiting for some reason to grab an Xbox One, that might be the thing that gets you over.
See, it says 2 Malcolm Reynolds.
Where's the pistol?
Oh god, I gotta open the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box is awesome.
What did the box say?
Open.
So while he's waiting, while he's fuddling with
While
that,
he's jiggling with his box.
man pause. Do any of you remember the Machinima? I can never say that right.
Wait,
Machinima.
wait, I have a
There you go.
serious question.
Yo.
Is that Dave Box?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the Malcolm Reynolds replica pistol from ThinkGeek that I got for free. It usually is like nearly like $100 or something like that. So GameStop's purchase of ThinkGeek is okay in my book as far as I'm concerned. Has a nice little display stand.
Display spland.
Shush.
Dave Box.
But yeah, this is kind of awesome. So that was like the best free thing I've ever gotten in my life.
Okay, so our last story.
You had
One more. Machinima, thank you for reminding me how to pronounce that, because every time I see it, I want to go Maki for some reason.
Because it's like Machiavelli, the prince.
Sure. Machinima did some Xbox One advertisements way back leading up to its launch. I don't blame any of you if you don't remember, because honestly, I don't remember them. But they were done in the form of the personalities that are associated with the site to giving almost like testimonials. However, they failed anywhere in those ads to state that they were paid ads and not the actual opinions of the personalities. They were incredibly scripted. They were only allowed to say positive things, and essentially were given the litany and list of things to say and how amazing it was going to be. For that failure to notify the public that these were not in fact testimonials but paid advertisements, the FTC has actually slammed down on the group company site, I don't know what you want to refer to it as, for deceptive Xbox One marketing. Sadly, Microsoft and Starcom, its advertising group, were absolved of any wrongdoing. I have to believe that they fully knew what was going on, and they just let Machina take the fall for them. Machinima, excuse me. Dang it, did it again. Let's see, a minimum of 19 million views for the campaign. One influencer was compensated $15,000 for his 2 videos. Another was $30,000. So there was a lot of money exchanged on in there. The details of what exactly they did, what actually the FCC did, I could not find in the article. Either I skim read it too fast or it's not in there.
Bottom line, can I get money?
No, you cannot.
Why are we talking about this?
Because I found it very interesting. I don't know. I found it interesting.
It is interesting. It's just upsetting I can't get money.
Yeah, I know.
Because I apparently missed out on money because you people hate me.
Yes, we hate you so much that we keep bringing you back.
Interest fading. Rising.
So, okay, I'm done talking.
All right, so that brings us, of course, to final thoughts. We have no reader mail this week. And
we probably have it.
You have no readers.
No, there are. I just was slacking, and I haven't had time to jump on.
Well, go look real quick. We'll wait. Just see if there's any, because there's probably something.
I'm looking.
I'm sure it's X21 link 21X.
We have a nice light panel.
It's I22 link 22I.
Whatever.
And we can come up with stuff on the fly.
There's got to be a couple of X's in there. Those things always have X's in them.
Are we going to do 20 questions?
With 3 of you? Yeah, you can do 20 questions. All right.
Oh boy. Are we sure?
Dave does not get to answer. He's too drunk.
I am not too drunk. Nobody's gotten a free anything yet.
Yet.
Start drinking more and then buy me until dawn.
No.
But you gotta buy our PS
Keep chugging.
Yeah, I can't because there's probably going to be a feeding coming up in about like 10 minutes or so.
Drunken baby feedings, the hallmark of responsible parenting.
No.
Just remember, it's from the bottle, not the bosom.
Yeah.
All right. So are we playing a round of 20 questions or not?
Are there any questions from reader mail questions?
There is not. I just checked.
Oh.
Sorry, man.
We can
So
do it 20 questions if you want
sad.
them. I like when we
Life
interact
has no
with.
meaning.
I like when we interact
All
with
right.
the fans. It gives me validation.
So, in that case, let's start up 20 questions. So,
Sweet.
hold on, I'm starting it. There we go.
Is
you guys
the
hear
answer
that or
Judge
not?
Dredd for the Commodore 64?
Dave!
What? That's not the way we do this? Oh.
No. All right. So, can you hear that or not?
Nope.
No.
No. All right. That's because it's coming into my headsets, and that's it.
Can you hear that?
It's only in my head.
Yeah, I'm like, I have this great. For the first time, it sounds really good because it's not coming out of my TV.
Weebles
Like,
can't
oh,
hear it
it's
either.
not. Okay.
Neither can Mr. Parker.
This is John Parker?
Richard Parker.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Peter Parker's dad.
Like, no, Richard Parker, like the tiger, like the tiger from Life of Pi. 'Cause he's orange.
Right. Let's see if we can get this going. Play. Why? Okay, now I don't hear anything.
I think Mark's been
The 20
sipping
questions
on a
of
drink
why
too.
Mark's thing isn't working.
Mark's been drinking too. I can't hear anything.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there's some noise.
So, your 20 questions begins now.
With absolutely no setup.
No.
Are we safe in assuming?
Is it just a game we're still trying to guess? Is that the
Yes.
still premise?
Yeah, it's always a game.
That's not a
Is
question.
it a game from the 1980s?
Is that your first question?
Yes.
No.
Is it a current gen game?
No.
Was
Is
it
it
a... Hey, can you let somebody else?
Okay, go.
I forget.
Is it a Japanese game?
That's a... I think...
I stumped him, I win!
No,
Wow.
that's just a kind of vague question. I'm gonna say yes.
Either
But
it was produced and developed in Japan or it wasn't.
Well, that's not what you asked. You asked, is it a Japanese game?
Oh,
Well,
dude.
usually that's what Japanese game means.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
That's not
yes.
Okay. Was it a multi-console title?
No.
Was it a Nintendo title?
No.
Was it a PlayStation 2 exclusive?
No.
We're narrowing it down, folks.
It's either PS3 or PS1 era.
Or further
Well,
back.
yeah, well, he said not 80s. Well, yeah, the 90s were Super Nintendo.
Well, you already said it wasn't a Nintendo game. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting that people other than Nintendo actually used to make games on Nintendo platforms. Zing! Because that doesn't happen anymore.
You have asked 6 questions. 14 remaining.
Was the game published on a Sega system?
No.
Is it a PC game?
I'm sorry, repeat your question?
Was it originally a PC game?
No.
Was it made in the 1990s?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going back to PlayStation 1 then.
Or Super Nintendo. You said it wasn't a Nintendo game, that doesn't mean it wasn't made on Nintendo.
True. Alright, so so should we rule out the two systems real quick?
Well, it's not Sega.
Right, the two systems left would be either early
PS1.
PlayStation or late Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
My bet is early PlayStation. So if we want to ask that, do we want to ask that?
I would make 10, so that's a good turning point. Yeah.
Was this a PlayStation 1 exclusive?
Yes.
Is this an RPG?
Yes.
It was made in Japan, RPG.
There's a lot of options there.
Was this a part of a series, or was this a part of a series?
Yes.
Alright, so that actually rules out a bunch I was thinking.
Well, that puts Final Fantasy, Chrono.
Dragon Quest.
Was the publisher Konami?
Yes.
Bam, guys! Take it home.
Yeah, but which one?
Which one, though?
You guys can roll it out from there. I did my part.
Well, there are still a couple of RPGs that were published by Konami, but besides Suikoden, but
But we know it's...
Was it the second in the series?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Was it Suikoden 2?
final question.
Are you asking?
Yes.
Yes. It is Suikoden 2. 15 questions. You had 5 to spare that time.
We murdered that one.
Yeah, you did. That just means I'm going to have to find harder stuff. So that brings us then to final thoughts. Dave?
Friday is going to be an awesome day because there's going to be new Lego Stormtroopers that are snow troopers. New Lego snow troopers. And I'm very excited about that. And a new X-Wing that's got a
Are they
cool
going to come
color
in Dave
scheme.
Box's box?
Totally. Because I'm going to order them on Friday.
And you know, the X-Wing is completely redesigned, actually. The wings and everything are different.
Yeah. And it's actually got an X-Wing cockpit. That's like the first one that actually has like the actual X-Wing cockpit. And there's a book too coming out that's going to be cool.
Kate, final thoughts?
Hello? Kate?
Did Kate fall off the internet?
But this doesn't happen.
Canadians don't have bad internet.
We keep
No, I'm
terminating.
back. I thought I was being
They have
infected
good
by
health.
because we all sounded like robots. I was like, oh god, Matt's internet travels and it's like a disease.
It's actually a virus.
Wisconsin internet is the gonorrhea of the internet.
Wow.
Wow.
That was harsh.
I'm a little hurt there. It's not my fault.
All right. So
I didn't say your internet, I said Wisconsin's internet.
Matt, how about you?
If we're willing to entertain it, my oldest son is actually very excited to talk about the new entries into the Fire Emblem series that will be coming in the near future. So, if we're willing to entertain him hopping on, he's actually prepared an entire presentation about the upcoming.
Can I ask
no
a dumb?
PowerPoint yet.
Can I ask a dumb question?
You can ask as many questions as you want of any intelligence that you choose.
Wouldn't this make more sense once you have real internets to do?
Well, I didn't say it would have to be next week, so that would be 2 weeks from now.
Okay. I thought you meant like right now. I'm like,
No,
that's
not right
Okay.
now. He's in bed now.
Okay, all right, good. My final thoughts. Obviously, I'm getting married this weekend. Then
Party.
Other
Wish I could
stuff.
be there.
I wish you guys could be here too. You're still welcome if you can make it down. No problem. But we're gonna have a good old time. Might even do a podcast. Not sure yet. Since everybody's actually gonna be in one spot, which is crazy. And the other thing I'm doing, I'll maybe talk about in the future, and because it'll be obvious, but we'll get through tomorrow first and then see where it goes from there. And we'll end the show in the normal way that we do.
Oh no!
Oh God.
How do you get out of? How do you get holy water?
How do you get what?
How do you get holy water?
With the
Shoot a bunch of ice?
You boil the hell out of it.
That's not the worst one. That's actually not that bad. Actually.
Yeah, that's not the worst one. It's still terrible though.
Oh, I get it.
It deserves a solid.
I see what he did there.
Dave just got it.
That's actually
on.
kind of witty.
That's actually kind of winning. 9.5. Dave, Gamersledge.com.
Game on.
You know,
Game on.
you know it's bad when I actually liked it.
Game on.
Oh, game on.